In case you guys missed the community post, Air Products and Chemicals raises its dividend by 8% to $1.62. So Air Products and Chemicals declares $1.62 per share quarterly, which is an 8% increase from the prior dividend of $1.50 that they were paying. Ex-dividend date is March 31st, so you have plenty of time to buy the stock and get that new payout, and they will be paying out May 9th. So congrats to all the Air Product and Chemical shareholders. That is actually one out of the 4 companies that I did project that would be raising their dividend in the month of February. And the last one that actually announced this back in December, but I actually had just forgotten about it because Seeking Alpha hadn't updated, but it was Waste Management. So Waste Management increased its dividend by 13% to about 65 cents. They also announced a buyback of 1.5 billion, and so Waste Management declared 65 cents per share quarterly, which was the 13% increase, which they were previously paying 57 cents. And then yeah, that is a pretty awesome, guys. Awesome raise from WM, which is pretty amazing. So that is 2 companies. We are still waiting on 2 more companies from the list that I did make in the last update that we will get raises for the month of February. So if you guys are interested in finding out the last 2 companies, be sure to head over to the last week's portfolio update, and then I go over those. What's up, everybody? This is Investing Sensei here to bring you episode 120 of the portfolio update. So hopefully you guys are doing awesome. I definitely am. Hopefully you guys have been dollar cost averaging into the portfolio to see it grow over time. But in this episode I have for you guys, currently there's a couple things I do want to cover, and the first one is we're going to go over the portfolio value, and then how the portfolio is performing this week, the previous week, currently, and what I'm thinking about, because we're going to continue to dollar cost average. Then I'm going to jump over to the activities where I show you what I bought, what I sold, and then what dividends came in. We actually got one of the biggest dividends this past week, which was pretty amazing, so I will be showing you guys that, and what I ended up doing with that dividend. But after that, I will be actually showing you guys, I guess, answering some subscriber questions that you guys have been leaving me. So definitely stick around, because those are some pretty awesome questions that you guys have asked, and we will be covering them. And then lastly, we will be ending with actually trying to see how much the portfolio snowball grew. Remember, these projections are from the scripts that I did write, so we will see how much the dividend snowball grew. So it'll be very exciting. Be sure you stick all the way to the end of the video, guys. But first of all, you'll see quarterly dividends. We are finally actually having 2022 Q1 starting to populate. So we actually have the month of January complete, which is pretty awesome. We have 2 more months before this quarter's complete, and hopefully it will be higher than 731. So we will see how that happens. If you are going to be interested in watching this and you haven't subscribed already, be sure that you're subscribed with the bell notification so you're notified when I upload new videos. As well, while you're down there, drop a big thumbs up on the video. It helps out the channel, and that is all I ask in return. But if you look for the annual dividends, we are at $222.11 for 2022 so far. Hopefully we surpass last year's dividend, which I think we possibly will. Well, actually, not possibly, but we definitely will for sure. Yeah, if we look at the portfolio, guys, you'll see the portfolio currently is at $201,695.49. Total gains about 83,000, almost 84,000, which is about 83%, almost 84%. Return, that's unrealized gains. Earned dividends so far about $5,743.33. Remember, this does not include my overall dividends, because M1 actually went ahead and reset it when I had to update some things, so this is not accurate. But overall, I'm pretty excited with the performance we have been receiving with this portfolio. And quickly, before we go into the value over time, I do want to pop up this message, which you'll start seeing. For some reason I noticed it now, and it's something with the spam. So never reach out to them. I will never reach out to you like that, telling you to text me or whatever. This is just a bot. They're trying to take your money, so definitely don't respond to that. If you are interested in contact me, always message me either on Instagram or Facebook, and I will be happy to help you with anything. As well, email. Check out the info on my channel. Reach out to me. I will never reach out to you unless you reach out to me first. But yeah, never respond to those comments. Those are just spam. One of the things you can do is click on that profile and then see if it actually shows my videos and the number of subscribers that I do have. Otherwise, it's just a bot or it's a spam. So definitely be sure to ignore those. I just wanted to bring that up because I did see those two pop up in one of my latest posts. So yeah, watch out for those. But anyways, now I'm going to show you guys the value over time. So if we look at this overall, the portfolio's just destroying this over time. So it's very, very awesome to see this. But if we look at the 1 quarter, guys, this is where we are seeing this volatility. So you'll see we reached a total of 217,000. Then we just started going downwards, and then we actually spiked back up. We don't know if we'll start going back down again or start recovering, but that is not something to worry about because we are in it for the long term, and this is actually just creating great buying opportunities for us. And we're able to buy these companies, these solid, great blue chip companies at a discount. So who doesn't love a discount? But yeah, overall, portfolio's rocking it. We are seeing this grow, and as you see, the pattern is just very similar. You see this big dip here, you see this very big dip here, and then as we go to all-time highs, dip here, all-time highs, dip. So definitely, I think over the long term we will make a lot of money, guys. And the main goal here is to try to continue to grow this projection every single week, no matter what the portfolio is doing. We're going to see this by the end of the video that it's going to be way much higher, even though the portfolio is actually down for the past month or so. So it's very motivating and exciting to see that, guys. But let's actually show you guys the activities. I'll show you what I bought, what I sold, and then the biggest dividend I got for this past week, which was pretty amazing. One of the things I want to point out is M1 actually did an update. So instead of you typing the month now or the date you want to filter, you can actually have a little drop down, which is actually pretty cool. So now we're going to do all the way to the 31st. So if we look, guys, this was the biggest dividend I got for this past month as well. It's, I think, one of the biggest dividends I ever get in my portfolio. So it was on the 31st, JP Morgan, $129.03, guys. That is pretty awesome. Imagine that. It's almost gonna buy itself one full share when it does get reinvested. So that's pretty exciting. And then on the 31st as well, I did one buy at $50. So I bought Target. This $50 was from our referral that somebody did sign up. Again, M1 is running a referral sign up bonus for all the way till the end of March. So if you are interested, be sure that you sign up with my referral link. It's in the video description. But basically, you sign up, deposit $100, and they're gonna give you $50 and I'll get $50. So it's a win-win situation. You get a 50% return on your money, and it is pretty awesome because remember that in these volatile moments right now, those $50 are worth way more. But yeah, we bought some Target, and then on the 1st of February, guys, we did one buy, which was the 129, and that was JP Morgan. We reinvested its dividend back into itself and bought 0.86 shares of JP Morgan. So very close to one full share. That would be pretty awesome, and one bar can be ignored. And then we deposited $120 on the 3rd of February, which we reinvested, and we did 2 buys. So we did the $100, which is the $100 that we dollar cost average into the portfolio every single week. And then we did $20 back into JP Morgan. Remember our goals: every time a company pays me out a dividend, we will contribute an additional $20 into that same company. So that is what I did. Remember over here, if we pull up my goals, actually I will show you. You'll see goals right here, which is actually this one right here: continue to dollar cost average $100 every week, and then drip the dividends plus an additional $20 from my own money. So those are the 2 goals I'm following currently. We still have plenty of other goals to reach, but I just wanted to pull that up for you guys. And yeah, so it's pretty exciting. If I go back to the activities, let's go ahead and find out how much we made in dividends for this past week, which I actually have this green button. It's a script I wrote. It's completely free. All I ask in return is that you subscribe with that bell notification if you haven't done so already, and you support the channel by liking the videos. Anyways, you click on this button, it'll add up all the dividends for you, and let's find out how much we made for this week. So we made a total of $129.03. That was pretty easy to add up because it was just one dividend. But that is passive income, guys. Imagine when we're generating way more in a couple years. So that is very exciting. And you know, as well, remember there are tax benefits for dividends overall. But yeah, guys, this is actually all I have for you in the activities. Let's go ahead and jump over to the subscriber questions, because there are going to be some pretty good subscriber questions. And if you guys do enjoy these subscriber questions, let me know in the comment section, and I can either continue to do those, or even continue to start a new series where, you know, I do subscriber questions only in that video. So let me know in the comment section. I'll be interested in knowing your feedback on this. So let's go ahead and get started with the first question. So the first question comes actually from Relaxing Nature Sounds, which is, where is the video where it shows us how to install the script so it adds up all the dividends? Can't find it. So this is the script that is actually that green button in the activities tab that added up all the dividends for us in the M1 account. So that one is pretty easy to install, but to find it, just go to my YouTube channel. If you actually scroll down, you should see a playlist called Extra Bonus Content. If you go to the right, you'll see it right here. It'll be Enable M1 Finance Activity Dividend Calculator, and you just open that, follow the tutorial on it. Maybe I should add up on the, you know, title, you know, dividend calculator, but probably be easier to find. But yeah, it's this video right here. Thanks so much for the question. Let's go ahead and move on to the second question. So the second question comes from Jake, which is, I always enjoy your dedication. Where is the data on your prior quarters to 2021 Q1? I see the data on the charts for quarters prior to 2021, but on the left hand column under quarterly dividends, it starts on 2021 Q1. Hope that makes sense. I'm trying to clean up my main page, LOL. So Jake's question has kind of already been answered. He figured it out, but I went ahead and just posted it on here so that, you know, maybe a lot of you guys might be running into this issue if you are using this Google Sheets. So I think it's a great opportunity to show you. So I'm on the Google Sheets. You'll see what he meant was, you know, this graph right here shows 2019 Q1, Q2, etc. all the way. But if you look right here, there's only showing 2021 Q1 all the way to 2022 Q1. So he was asking, why, how is this data, where's this data at? So all I do here is, if you see these little arrows, I actually hide the rows. So if you expand it, you'll see that they show up. So all you have to do is select these, and you can actually, the ones you want to hide, you right click, you click hide rows, and there you go. That is all you have to do. It's pretty easy. And then for the other one, you just make a new column. So it's pretty awesome, guys. I'm actually considering making a new Google Sheets. You know, we're gonna make the best dividend tracker in the world, hopefully, especially with your feedback. So definitely stick around. I gotta make some time, and we will make a better one that will be easy to add on to. This one's pretty easy to add on to every year, but I just don't see the format, you know, like possibly 2023 it'll start getting you know, a lot harder to add. But yeah, I will be making a new Google Sheets you know, stock portfolio tracker. So definitely be sure that you're subscribed with that bell notification so you're notified when I upload those type of videos. As well, drop a big thumbs up on the video, because it does help out the channel, and it helps me create this, continue to create these type of contents. But let's go ahead and move on to the third question. Alright guys, the third question comes from Recon Pro, which has been a long-term subscriber for my channel, and his question is, how do you get these images from Earning Whispers? Do you have to sign up for their website? Typically the one, you know, I'm not sure if there's maybe an easier way, but the way that I do it is I actually go to Twitter. All you have to do is go to Earnings Whispers here, look them up in the search bar on Twitter. You'll scroll down, and then they typically will release the earnings for this coming week, I think Saturday or Sunday. You know, this is the one that currently pops up, which is the coming one up, which you'll see is Walt Disney, which I'm very excited for. I'll be making a video on this possibly Monday or Tuesday, so look forward to that one. But yeah, follow Earnings Whisperers on Twitter. That is typically how I get this list. While you're down there, be sure to go ahead and just follow me on Twitter. I don't usually post much, but you know, it's very exciting if you guys follow me. Yeah, it's Investing Sensei. Go ahead and follow me there as well. But let's go ahead and move on to the next question, guys. So question 4 comes from D, which actually asked, how do you feel about keeping so much in this account? Will you open a new one with a different company greater than 250,000? So that is a great question, because that is something I was concerned a while back, but we're gonna actually pull up the documentation for M1, and I will show you guys why I plan to even keep this over 250,000. So if we look, M1's clearing firm, which is actually Apex Clearing. If you guys didn't know that, I didn't know that a while back, but then I actually learned about this. But your securities are actually held by Apex Clearing. So Apex Clearing Corporation is M1's clearing firm and custodial bank. This means that the money and stocks in your M1 account are held by Apex. So this means that if M1 was to go under, your stocks in your account would still be fine, because they're held by Apex. Apex is a leader in digital wealth solutions and is consistently selected as the clearing firm for tech-savvy fintech firms. You can actually click on this and go to and read more about Apex Clearing. But if we look at the insurance, which is what we're interested in, I'll pull that up. If we look at the security and insurance, which is in the M1 account overview, your security is our priority. We are a registered broker dealer with FINRA and a member of SIPC. If we look at the insurance, which is the thing that we care about, SIPC stands for Securities Investor Protection Corporation, protects against the loss of cash and stocks held by a customer. SIPC protection is up to 500,000, which includes a 250,000 limit for cash. So you could probably have about to 500,000. They would fall under this protection. But anything over that, if we look at this, SIPC does not protect you from any decline in the value of your securities. This is just, you know, if you were to drop in value, as long as you don't sell your stocks, you still own the same number of stocks, and if they recover, you should be fine. Our clearing firm, Apex Clearing, has also purchased supplemental insurance if SIPC limits are exhausted. So that means if you were to go over the limit of this protection, Apex Clearing's insurance would start kicking in. So you should be fine. And I plan to, you know, continue to dollar cost average. I want to get this portfolio to $1 million. See how long that takes us, guys. But yeah, that is a great question, guys. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So the last and final question, guys, comes from Nort Taurus, which more raises. My friend, he always watches till the very end. Thank you so much for the support, like always. I have been adding more when the red. Definitely, you gotta buy the red, man. It's a great opportunity, and it will pay in the long term. Our future selves will be thanking us. Yeah, your thoughts about HPQC and SNA? That was the question. So let's go ahead and I will pull up these companies and Seeking Alpha, and we can quickly give you guys you know, my opinion on them, and we will see about that. All right, guys, so first one was HPQ, which is actually HP Inc. If we look at the current price, is about $37.60, and if we look at the financials, let's go ahead and find out exactly what they do, right? So probably a lot of you guys already know what they do, but just in general, HP Inc. provides personal computing and other access devices, imaging and printing products, and related technology solutions and services in the United States and internationally. So this one, they kind of sell the you know, personal computers, which is typically what I know when I think of HP. But let's go ahead and look at the dividends, right? Because we are dividend growth investors. Let's look at the information for the dividend scorecard. So if we look at the dividend summary, currently you'll see they're paying about a dividend yield of 2.66%. Annual payouts about $1. Payout ratio is 20.45%. 5-year CAGR is about 10.50%, which is a really good double-digit 5-year CAGR. They've been growing their dividend for 11 years. Sometimes Seeking Alpha, they have this invalid and it's wrong, but hopefully it is 11 years. If not, let me know in the comment section. We can correct it. But yeah, so that is a pretty good solid dividend summary. If we look over, overall, if we look at the dividend yield, which is something that I like to look at, which actually, no, it's not the dividend yield, it's dividend, yes, it's the dividend yield. It's all the way down here. So if we look at the dividend yield, you'll see that typically when it spikes up is when they drop in price, which is typically the best time that you want to get into a stock for the dividend if you're investing in for that. But right now it's actually declining, which means that the dividend yield's the lowest time it has been. So if we look over here back in 2020, which everything mostly dropped, we were getting about 4%, almost 5% if you had started investing in this company. So dividend yield right now is kind of at the all-time low, so possibly not the best time to get into it unless you see a lot of growth coming forward it. But if we look at the financials, which is something that I like to look at quickly, just because I don't want to make this video overall long, but if we look at the income statement, let's look at the net income. So if we scroll down here, net income, about October 2017, they made about 2,526, and then I believe this is in millions. So if we look at this one, the following year, and then you see 2019 they dropped, and then the following year they dropped even more, and then in 2021 they actually went back up to 6,503. And so as you'll see this, that it's fluctuating. I don't like that type of business model. I like to see a company that over every year continues to grow and grow. So for me right now, this is not an investment that I'm looking into, but that was a great question. Let's move on to the last ticker symbol that you asked about. All right, so the last ticker that you asked about was SNA, which is Snap-on Incorporated. So let's look at the financials real quick, see what they do. Probably a lot of you guys already know what they do, and the way that I know is because I used to work on cars, and these tools were like one of the most expensive type of tools you could buy. So Snap-on Incorporated manufactures and markets tools, equipment, diagnostics, and repair information and system solutions for professional users worldwide. So they basically sell the tools that I was thinking about. That's usually what I think of when I think of Snap-on. Let's look at the dividend scorecard, see how that is, because they do pay out a dividend. So if we look at the dividend summary, dividend yield currently is about 2.66%. Annual payout is about $5.68. There's no payout ratio, so I'm not sure. We would have to dive into that into a different video if you guys wanted to. 5-year CAGR is about 15%, so that is a pretty good 5-year CAGR. Dividend growth is about 12 years, and so far over here looks pretty good. We would have to look into the payout ratio, see exactly what it is, because remember, a payout ratio is very important for dividend stock companies, because it allows you to, well, it tells you how much room you have for the company to grow their dividend, as well to actually pay out the dividend healthy, and otherwise you could get a dividend cut or a dividend suspension. So it's very important to look into that. If we look at the financials, if we look at the income statement, if this loads up, if we look at the net income, you'll see 557, and then we look at for 2018, which this was 2017, then 2018 679, and then for 2019 693. So it's been going up these past couple years, and then 2021 it actually went down some, so 627, and then in 2022 it went up to 820. So this one is actually a pretty interesting one. It's overall it's been going up and up, right? So it might be one that I might research some more, but right now this, out of the two, if you had to tell me which one I would pick, most likely Snap-on. But I would want to see that it's a value, it's a company that I know in 10-20 years from now it would exist and it would be very relevant. So these two do not interest me as well, but if you had told me one of the two, I might look more into Snap-on and see how you know, how it's performing overall. But you know, the type of companies that I like to look into, which I'll show you guys, let me pull that up. So companies like Costco, which currently is about $519, those are the type of companies that I like, especially that I know will be relevant 10-20 years from now. If we look at the financial statement, if I can actually pull it up, internet for some reasons being a little bit slow, but I want to show you the type of net income I like to see. So you'll see, if we look at if this pulls it up, I believe this is 2017 September, and if we scroll down some, you'll see that it continues to go up. So right, you see this going up 2018, 2019, 2020, and then 2021. This is the type of business I like to see, this net income continue to grow and grow, and that is going to continue to see those dividend increases, continue to pay out a very healthy dividend. So I like Costco overall, but these are the type of companies I like to look into. But yeah, thanks for the awesome questions, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed these types. Let me know in the comment section if you guys want me to do more stuff like this. And let's go ahead and jump back into the Google Sheets so that we can see how much our dividend snowball grew for this week. Alright guys, so we're here at the Google Sheets. We're gonna go ahead and make a copy of this, because remember that this will be a lot larger this week. So we are ready to go now. I'm gonna go over here to dividend payout and actually scroll down some. We're gonna kick off these scripts, see if we got any new companies that declared dividends, which remember APD did, so hopefully it does pick that in. Portfolio tools, get latest dividends. I do have a tutorial for this again if you are interested. All I ask in return that you subscribe with that bell notification and drop a big thumbs up on the videos, helps out a lot, guys. But it takes a second or two, and then it'll kick off, pull any new latest info, and there we go, guys. You see APD dividend increase has been picked up. So if we look down here, this is the raise. So this is pretty awesome, guys. Pretty useful script that I enjoy. But the next company that will be paying us for February is going to be Apple on the 10th of February. Then we're going to get APD, and then we're going to get Avi, and then we're going to get Proctal, and then we're going to see all of this. So it'll be pretty exciting. We're going to get the raise from APD on the 9th of May. So that'll be pretty exciting. But overall, let's jump over here to settings. We're going to actually delete this copy of my portfolio. We got to jump over to personal capital and grab the latest version of our portfolio, which includes all our purchases for this past week. So I will see you guys over there. Alright guys, so we're here at personal capital under my M1 account. You'll see this green button. All you have to do is click on it. Copies the latest copy of the portfolio, which includes our trades for this past week. We'll jump back over to the Google Sheets, right click, paste special values only, and then we are ready to go. Go over here to holdings. Once we kick off the scripts, it'll wipe all of this and use the latest copy we just pasted. So portfolio tools, update portfolio holdings. This will kick off, and we can jump over to the dashboard, and you'll see everything's calculating, guys. So we will see how much we grew this week. So it's very exciting. Awesome. So you'll see dividend yield is 1.52%, which actually has gone down. That's because the portfolio and some stocks have been recovering. Overall, dividend yield on cost is 2.56%. And then yearly, we are up at $3,072.22. We went up quite a bit, so about $7, $6 or so. And then monthly, we went up to $1, so $256.02. For the week, we are now finally at $59. Hopefully we can get this to 60 soon enough. And then for the day, we're making $1.42. So we went up about 2 pennies. And then for the hourly, we're still making 35 cents every single hour that goes by. And guys, for the hourly work wage, so this is if our portfolio was to go work a 40-hour work week, they would get paid at an hourly rate of $1.48 versus the $1.47. So they got a raise of 1 penny. So that is pretty awesome. We're gonna eventually try to get this to minimum wage. So that is pretty awesome, guys. But this is actually all I have in this video. If you stuck all the way to the very end, be sure to drop a hashtag questions, because we did answer some pretty awesome questions. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this type of content. I will be happy to make it. I just want to hear your feedback on it. But yeah, be sure that you're subscribed with that bell notification if you haven't done so already, and drop a big thumbs up on the video. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye guys.